Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BBA Sports. This is the NFC South division of the simulation program prediction, my personal prediction, and a bold take for each and every team. We've been going division by division. All AFC divisions have been on Fridays, and all NFC divisions have been on Tuesdays. If you would like to watch more, there is a link in the description to the playlist that I have attached. Please like and subscribe to the channel as it really helps. This past summer, I've created a simulation program that goes from week 1 all the way through the Super Bowl that gave a team either a win or a loss and gave them a prediction for this 2026-2027 season. Hope you enjoy the video. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BBA Sports. This is the simulation prediction, my personal prediction, and bold take episodes that I have been doing. We have been going division by division, AFC divisions on Fridays and NFC divisions on Tuesdays. If you'd like to go back and watch any of the divisions, I have put a link down in the description to the playlist that I have been creating. This is the NFC South edition, so let's get into it. First, we'll be doing a quick overview of the simulation that I created. I put each player in the NFL, both on a team and in free agency, into a bucket. Either a superstar, dependable starter, shaky starter, quality backup, a rookie, an incomplete, a fringe backup, or a practice squad player. Each of these buckets have a certain amount of points that is given to that player. Then all of these points are added up for all the teams. But then I only take a certain amount of each position per team. 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 3 receivers, 3 tight ends, 3 tackles, 3 guards, 2 centers, 4 interior linemen, 4 interior linemen, 4 edge players, 3 stack linebackers, 5 corners, and 3 safeties. I then also add points depending on a certain amount of points for a head coach and a play caller, and then also for if the team has a home field advantage, they also get additional points. This goes from week 1 all the way through the Super Bowl, and this was for each and every NFL team, and we are going through each of them by division. I've been going through based off of the 2025 standings. So let's get into the NFC South. The first team is the New Orleans Saints. The simulation had them going 10-7, where I personally have them going 9-8. I think the New Orleans Saints is a very interesting team with a second-year head coach, a second-year quarterback, some players coming off of injuries, previously going through salary cap hell and getting reorganized and going back through that and coming out of the other side as a healthier cap situation. And I'm very interested to see what the New Orleans Saints are going to do this season. The bold take I have for them is that Chris Olave and Jordan Tyson will both be healthy the entire season. Chris Olave's entire NFL career, he has missed at least 1 game, and in 2024 he missed half of them by only playing 8 games with concussion problems. And this is a very bold take of mine, but I think Chris Olave will be healthy the entire season. Then there's Jordan Tyson, where only 1 season he was fully healthy, and that was in 2024. Every other season he's had an injury that he's dealt with, either in the preseason that affected him during the season, or during the season he would be injured. For example, this past season he got injured towards the middle of the season, and he was not able to partake in any of the pre-draft process stuff until the very end, where he did a personal training thing for the NFL teams. I think both of them are really good wide receivers. And I think this season they'll both be fully healthy. That goes into our next team, and that team is the Atlanta Falcons. The simulation has them going 6-11, or I personally have them going 7-10. I think the Atlanta Falcons, talent wise, are a very, very good team. It's just they have a new head coach. They've had a lot and lots of problems with on defense. They keep having especially edge players. Some of them going through legal process stuff, some going through injuries that are ending their entire season, just a whole bunch of different things. The simulation had them going 6-11, where I personally had them going 7-10. I think that this year the problem is going to be the defense, not the offense. I think the offense is going to be a really good offense because they have Bijan Robinson, one of the best running backs in the game, who just got recently paid. They have Kyle Pitts, who I think is last year showed that he can be a really good tight end in the league. Then you also have Drake London, a really good wide receiver. Behind Drake London is a little bit questionable, and that's why I don't think the offense is going to be amazing. And that's why I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to have a bit of a bad year as they kind of come back from this Kirk Cousins thing after paying him a lot. There's just been a lot of drama around the Atlanta Falcons. But I think for the first time since 2021, the Atlanta Falcons will have a quarterback who starts all 17 games. This is the bold take. For the first time since 2021, since Matt Ryan played an entire season for the Atlanta Falcons, they will have a quarterback who starts all 17 games. In 2022, it was Mariota and Ritter. In 23, it was Ritter and Heineke. In 24, it was Cousins and Penix. In 25, it was Cousins and Penix. I think the quarterback competition is either for Tua or Penix. And I think either one of them could end up beating out the other. Tua does have more starting experience and is healthier at the current moment and is practicing with the teammates versus Michael Penix is still injured. And I think that might give the edge to Tua, but I'm not sure if they're wanting to see if Penix is going to be the long-term situation at quarterback. But then again, they do have a new head coach, and that head coach brought in Tua this year through free agency. I'm very interested in the Atlanta Falcons and to see where everything is going to go. And I'm very interested to see what is the potential for the upcoming for the Atlanta Falcons. So that goes into our next team, and that team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The simulation has them going 11-6, where I personally have them going 11-6. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers did have several players leave in free agency, like Evans, some players on defense. I think overall they have been working on trying to get younger, and with Todd Bowles as the head coach who was rumored to be getting fired, I think they could potentially be worse. But I think that with the young players that they went ahead and got ahead of these other players leaving, they're going to be in a good situation to just continue on the success of the organization. One of those young players is Emeka Egbuka. And this is the bold take. Emeka Egbuka will have a breakout year that is very similar to Jackson Smith-Njigba. Jackson Smith-Njigba was established himself as one of the best wide receivers in the NFL at this current moment. Having the Triple Crown, I think he is a very good wide receiver, and I think Emeka will also be a really good wide receiver, with Baker Mayfield throwing him the football. And I'm very interested to see. They also have a few other receivers that they've brought in, and I think Bucky Irving will go back to his fully healthy fully healthy at running back. I think they also have a good tight end. They also brought in some other players. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are really established. Then also they have the defense. They got Ruben Bain at 15. I mean, that is I'm surprised that he fell that far. If you guys watched any of my content, I thought Ruben Bain was one of the best, if not the best player in the draft, and he fell all the way to 15. I'm not sure why, but I'm very, very interested to see what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is going to be able to do this season. This goes to our last team, and that team is the Carolina Panthers. The simulation has them going 3-14, or I personally have them going 11-6. Very, very different. This has been the first time where the simulation and me personally have been very, very different. We might have had a few different games, like they might have had 3 more wins. I might have had 3 more wins, but it's been very typically very similar. This has been the first time where the simulation and me have are on complete opposites of the spectrum. The Carolina Panthers, a fringe playoff team. For my personal self, for the simulation, one of the worst teams in the NFL. But just because the simulation has them this low doesn't mean I'm personally this low. This goes into the bold take. The Panthers will have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense this year. In 2025, their offense was 27th ranked and their defense was 16th ranked. I think the Panthers, with another year with Bryce Young and Tedder McMillan and Chuba Hubbard as the 3 main guys, I think that is going to be a very, very good offense. And also defense. They also added some more players. They also added some more players all throughout the defense. Their offensive line is getting back to being fully healthy. I think the Carolina Panthers will be one of the best teams in the NFL. And this leads into the final rankings. The simulation has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going 11-6, the New Orleans Saints going 10-7, the Atlanta Falcons going 6-11, and the Carolina Panthers going 3-14. Where I personally have the Carolina Panthers winning the division at 11-6, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 11-6, then the New Orleans Saints at 9-8, and the Atlanta Falcons at 7-10. I'm very interested in the NFC South as it is always a very, very close race, as it also has been for the AFC South. Please like and subscribe to the channel as it really, really helps. Thank you for watching. Please come back Friday as we'll be doing the AFC East. We are going into all the East as we will be doing all AFC divisions on Fridays and all NFC divisions on Tuesdays. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.